Hi there, welcome back. This is Michael Peel with the Wealth Op. I just want to say thank you for being here, requesting the free book, looking at the Wealth Op plan, going through it. How do we apply that to our first responders, help them retire earlier, build a financial op plan, keep those marriages intact, keep those kid relationships restored or back together, and how do we get away from the overtime grind and show up in a better, healthier, happier spot so we can actually service those we are called to serve. So again, thank you very much. If you have the book, grab it real quick. If you're working a street, working in the back of an ambulance rig, apparatus on the fireside, hospital setting, dispatch, it's okay. These videos are designed to give you a quick outline on what the chapter looks like. And you can always pick up the book later, the physical copy or the ebook, and go into these chapters to apply them to yourself. So let's see, chapter 2, the 3 phases of your financial life. Remember the 3 phases, we've talked about this before: accumulation, distribution, the transfer phase. The accumulation phase, this is where you build wealth through your earnings and your investments. The distribution phase, shifting from saving to creating a reliable income stream. And the transfer phase, ensuring wealth is passed down efficiently without unnecessary taxes or fees. So just a quick synopsis on how this looks. Accumulation phase is while you are working, before you hit retirement date. So some of you listening to this may have a retirement date of, let's say, 50, 55, 57, 62, 65, depending on whether you're working for the state or possibly a municipality or a corporation. Retirement dates are different in the pension world, and so you have to figure out what that is. But basically, while you are working before you retire is your accumulation phase. The minute you retire, and assuming you're working with us and you're selecting those right options before you retire, you move into the distribution phase. So that's shifting from saving to creating a reliable income stream. That distribution phase is absolutely critical to make sure you're in a place of enjoyment as you are in retirement phase. You get to live the life you want to live without the fear of running out of money. But it's absolutely critical to know the accumulation phase strategies often work against you in the distribution phase. So you're going to want to work with us to make sure your strategies change, how you are tactically approaching your retirement plan is in alignment with your retirement goals. And then, when you're no longer here on this earth, you go into this transfer phase. How do we transfer the wealth that we've created to our loved ones, friends, family, kids? I don't know who you're sending your money to, but we talk a lot about generational wealth creation, legacy planning, but that transfer phase is where you will ultimately send those monies, and you won't be here. So we want to make sure we set that up correctly, not to be crass, but you won't be here. So we want to make sure we do this right ahead of time, teaching our family the same strategy. So when they receive these larger windfalls, they are in a place and prepared to continue to grow it. So as we mentioned, each phase requires a unique strategy. What works in the accumulation phase doesn't work in distribution. We talked about that. And then properly transferring it, and then ignoring a tax strategy. This is critical, especially in the transfer phase, is absolutely costly. So smart planning ensures you keep more of what you earn. That's the whole idea. So we talked about in a prior video, if you have a bad tax strategy, and I've seen this with my clients in the past, in my past world before I was in the first responder world, had my own tax practice, worked in the city for a long time. A bad tax strategy can cost you more than a bad year in the markets on investing, even in real estate. Taxes are critical, and we want to make sure we're working with the right people to ensure that we are maximizing our tax strategy. I'm not saying tax avoidance, but we want to have smart strategies regarding the taxes that you do pay. But we don't want to overpay. So we got to be really careful with that and make sure we're using the right people. And then again, we talk about cash flow. Passive income is the end goal. Your money should work for you, not the other way around. Trading time for money is the hardest way to create wealth. And that's probably what you do. If you're listening to this and you're a first responder, you are likely trading your time for money. So when you go to work, you get paid a base wage, hourly wage. You may be getting time and a half. If you're really lucky, you may be getting double time, depending if you have a certain, let's say you're working for a task force or you have some special contract in your city, or working for the state, but likely it's your base pay, right? You may have some extra benefits in there, get a pension. You may get some healthcare, some PTO hours. This whole package of pay is great. But the only way to get that pay is to show up. So how do we make sure that we can create passive income and really follow the strategy of protect, earn, multiply? The only way to truly do that is to make money while you are sleeping. And the only way to make money while you are sleeping is to implement the right operational plan for your wealth, which is why we created the Wealth Op. So passive income is the end goal. Again, your money should work for you, not the other way around. Wealth should outlast you. A strong transfer plan ensures future generations benefits from the work that you've done today. If we really want to create a legacy, we really want to build generational wealth, somebody in your family is going to have to make a change and have a choice in their life and a decision time, like a defining moment, to do something different so their future generations can actually do what they want to do with their life, create more opportunities, and enjoy the wealth that you created to then pass it on to their kids and their kids and their kids. Again, this has nothing to do with not working. I fully expect my kids to keep working. I expect them to take what I earned and to multiply it further, and it really will open more opportunities. So this is really critical. The transfer phase, the distribution phase, the accumulation phase are absolutely critical to make sure that we do this right. And we really do want to properly transfer it to a generation that we've taught. And the way we do that is picking up a book and being the first person in our family line to really have the discussions about generational wealth and creating a legacy. There's a saying we talked about in the last video, what you don't change, you choose. So if you do not make a change right now and you don't change your financial mindset, if you don't change the financial concepts that you're implementing, if you don't change who you are working with to help you build this plan, then you are choosing your future. Hopefully that is a good future, but what we have seen time and time again, if you don't have the right people around you, that future is really not what you are hoping for. So I will leave it at that. Let's see, your financial life mirrors your career. Just as you plan career growth, you must plan financial growth. I think that is very self-explanatory. Lack of planning leads to wasted wealth. Many people unknowingly lose wealth through poor management. We talked about that earlier, kind of the tax game, but if your money isn't managed properly, and we talk a lot about this, active investment advisors or active money management versus passive money management. The active approach is the only way to really create a proper passive strategy to grow your wealth. But there still has to be the right people in place that bring, let's say, your team around you to build that active strategy to then allow that money to earn and multiply while you sleep. And this kind of goes into the last point. Advisors, CPAs, and estate planning are absolutely essential. Expert guidance can help navigate complex financial phases. And I've heard it time and time again, those things are going to cost you money. Yes, 100% they're going to cost you money. All these people that we have to help you are not going to work for free. And I wouldn't be fair to ask them to work for free. The skill sets that they bring to the table are far beyond anything that you would be able to grow outside of their small fees that they charge. So yes, people charge fees. They should. We charge fees when we go to work. We don't work for free. But if you have the right people around you, the small cost of this team is minimal compared to the growth. And without having them around you, these conversations about generational wealth and legacy creation, how to transfer, how to accumulate, protect or multiply aren't being had. So this is why we created this op plan. We have the right people in place, we have the right teams, and we have the ability to really put you in a position to not only just retire early, but really enjoy that retirement and pass this off to the next generation. So I will leave it there. That is chapter 2. We're going to get into chapter 3 in the next video. Again, there is going to be a link in this email at the very bottom. Book an appointment. Myself and my founding partner, Rami Khalil, we built the Wealth Op to help first responders just like yourselves, just like ourselves. We learned these principles the hard way, but now we're implementing them all throughout the U.S. to help first responders build that financial wealth op plan. Click the link. Again, what you don't change, you choose. Decide to make a change. Book an appointment. It's completely free. We can help you run through all of your finances and build the right strategy for you. And we can help you enjoy the life that you were created to live. So thank you. Be safe. And we will talk to you soon. Bye.